Good afternoon, Year 7. I'm Mrs. Trikamji here, and today I will be showing you how to make chicken wings, but healthy version, okay? So normally when you go to a chicken shop, you buy deep fat fried chicken wings. I'm going to give you an alternative where you're cooking in a healthy way, so you're not having too much saturated fats in your diet, okay? So you can go home and make this recipe as well. We're going to make it in class next week, but this gives you an opportunity to learn different recipes in eating in a healthier kind of way, okay? Right, so here I've got all of my equipment ready here, okay? So I have my frying pan, which we're going to use a tiny bit of oil. We're not going to deep fry anything, okay? I've got all my seasonings, which I'll speak through and tell you what everything is, okay? So here I have some chicken wings. I'm going to pick it up with my utensil, okay? So it picks up. There we go. So Miss has just taken the feathers off it for me and got it a little bit clean, okay? That's that. So I'm going to pop this on a bit of tissue because I've just touched raw meat with it, okay? We have to think about these things when it comes to health and safety. So I'm going to put that there. So really simple, okay? This is going to be really simple. Firstly, I'm going to put a tiny bit of oil into my frying pan, okay? And start heating that up, okay? So about 3 tablespoons. We've got a non-stick pan here as well, so then we don't need to use too much, okay? Don't need to use too much oil at all. Putting the pan on first, the frying pan. I'm putting I'm going to put probably about a tablespoon and a half, okay? That's enough. Even if we go from deep fat food, fried food, to 3 tablespoons of oil in a portion of food, you're going to be cutting the saturated fats out well, a lot of it anyway, not completely, but a lot of it you'll be cutting out, okay? So I'm going to let that heat up on a nice low heat, okay, while I'm seasoning my chicken wings. Right, firstly, I will put a teaspoon of salt. So these are all teaspoon measurements, okay? So I'm going to fill that up, and I'm going to put them on my chicken wings. Okay, there we go. And again, I'm going to use a teaspoon of pepper, black pepper, okay, for seasoning. Now, all-purpose seasoning, okay, this is chicken all-purpose seasoning, well, chicken seasoning this is, or you can use all-purpose seasoning as well. Teaspoon of that, maybe a little bit more, okay. I've got some chili powder here, or you can use paprika if you don't like anything too spicy. Okay, this is half a teaspoon. If you like them spicy, you can put a little bit more in, but I would rather you put a small amount of spice in. If you need to put more, then you can use something at the end, okay? I've got half a teaspoon, I'm going to use actually a whole teaspoon of mixed herbs here. Here I've got an option. I've got an option of crushed garlic or dried garlic here, okay? Well, this is granulated garlic and this is fresh garlic. While I've got fresh garlic, I won't use this one, okay? You can smell the difference already. Excellent. So, pop that in there. If you like garlic, this is great for adding additional flavours. Never try not to tap your spoon here, okay, on a glass bowl, because what will happen sometimes is that bits of glass can break off here and go into your food, okay? So we need to be careful with that. So, you know when people go tap, 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 tap? We're not going to try not to do that, okay? If you want to, use a spatula to take it off, or you can even use your finger because you would have washed your hands, okay? This goes straight into my sink because I'm tidying up as I go along always, okay? Now, that's done over here. So, one hand holding the bowl, okay? And the other hand, I'm going to use to massage all of those ingredients into the chicken wings, okay? Here we go. Right. I'm just mixing them around. You're going to have to get your hands dirty on this one, okay? Going to get your hands in this pot bowl here. Our nails should be nice and short, okay? Bless you. Okay. There, you see how I'm turning the chicken wings around? Massaging all of those ingredients in. Okay. Here we go. Oh, flying around a little bit. That will happen. So we have to be making sure that we're cleaning up as we go along, all right? Okay. just keeping a little eye on my oil as well, because I don't want it to overheat, start smoking, you're going to burn the oil. We don't want that, okay? Okay, here we go. Now, there's a few methods of doing this. You can dip it in egg, dip it in flour, seasoned flour. We can do all of that. That I will show you at a later date. But today, we are just going to take 2 tablespoons of plain flour, okay? And we are going to put that into our mixture, all right? This is one of the reasons that I season the chicken wings quite heavily, because we're going to put the plain flour in, and it is quite plain, okay? So for us to make sure that we're getting all of that flavour, the beautiful flavours, I've just put that extra bit of seasoning in because I have put that plain flour in, okay? And it will stick all of those ingredients onto the chicken wings, okay? Okay, right. Keep on mixing this over here, all right? Okay, now I'm just going to take that excess ingredients off my hands from the side of the bowl because I want to make sure that that is all on my chicken wings, okay? Right. I'm going to wash my hands really quickly, it won't be long, but I'm making sure I'm washing with warm water. Taking off all the ingredients first. And using soap, antibacterial soap, because chicken has bacteria, okay? And I'm just going to wash my hands. There we go. With my tea towel, I will now dry my hands. Okay, beautiful. My oil is going to be ready, okay? So, put my hand over it like this, just checking. When you can see the oil moving around the pan quite quickly, that means it's heated up, okay? It's not as thick as it normally would be in a jar. Now, I'm going to take a chicken wing, and I'm just going to fold it together a little bit, not leave it open like that, okay? I'm going to just fold it together a little bit, okay? Put the wing bit down. I think I might put the temperature up a tiny bit, okay, at this point. Okay. Now, taking another one, doing the same thing here. Okay? Go quite close to the pan because the temperature is low anyway. If you throw it in, what's going to happen? It's going to, yeah?
The oil's going to splash onto you?
That's it. Be confident. I'm here, Mrs. here. We are here when you are cooking, okay? To make sure you don't hurt yourselves. Go in low, not touching the pan, just holding the ingredient. The ingredient is cold as well, don't forget, okay? Making sure all that ingredient's on there. Turning it around. There we go. Pushing it down so the chicken wing is completely on the surface of the frying pan, okay? There we go. We can get the whole packet of chicken wings in this one frying pan, okay? So you all will have a few to take with you. I'm going to squeeze one more in on the side here. Taking all of those ingredients. If you can see a little bit of ingredients that can go on top, just pop it on there. And then you place that there, okay? It's cold on top, so I'm pressing it down, okay? Now, I'm going to place this back into the sink because we're tidying up as we go along. I'm going to wash my hands again. Using the palm to turn on the tap, okay? So I'm not contaminating that. Okay. Now, I am ready to put the temperature up a little bit, okay? I'm going to put the temperature up on a medium heat. Now, I don't want to use too much oil because I want to try and make it as healthy as possible, okay? The surface is dirty. I'm going to take my dishcloth. I'm going to spray it on my cloth. Why is that? Anybody know? Yes?
So that the antibacterial spray gets spread out on the upper surface.
Excellent. So it's not being spread out onto my foods, okay, that I'm cooking. Just cleaning up as I go along. Okay. Straight into the bin. The rubbish goes. I can move the bin closer to me. Okay, now all I have to do is put my oven on and just going to sear my chicken wings. Searing means that we are coating it with the oil and we're sealing all those flavours together, okay? So we're searing them. So one side at a time. I have a spatula here because I like to press down on them sometimes, okay? When you're cooking chicken, sometimes it can raise a little bit, okay? Because it's cooking. So just to press it down, making sure the ingredients are still left there. Okay? Slightly pressing down on them. And do not forget this is a non-stick pan, okay? So in the non-stick pan, you don't need that much oil. If you think, oh, okay, maybe I can use a tiny bit more oil here, don't forget that the chicken, because it's got skin on it as well, the fat is naturally going to come out of that skin, okay? You can buy the chicken wings that don't have any skin on them if you don't like that. That's completely up to you. I would suggest when you're working in your groups, if there's somebody who eats halal food, make sure that maybe that person is bringing the chicken wings in, or you're all chipping in, so you're putting money in together, so it's not burden on one person, okay? If you want to bring your own chicken wings in, that's absolutely fine as well, okay? But we're not bringing a whole packet in, we're bringing maybe 4 or 5 for yourself, okay? Right. I've moved these around a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn them, okay? And you'll see they turn a different colour. They've got a nice golden brown sheen to them. They're a little bit shiny as well. You cannot overpack this, okay? And if you overpack it, what's going to happen is they won't cook equally. Okay, here we go. You want the pinkness of the chicken to try and you can't see it anymore. Then we can pop them in the oven. We'll cook them for 15 minutes in the oven as well, okay? If you have different seasonings at home that you'd like to bring, like maybe a barbecue seasoning, or you've got a special one that you use at home as a family recipe, I'm happy for you guys to experiment and bring different types of seasoning in. If you want to bring in like a tandoori powder, you can do that. I make them quite often at home with tandoori powder. So I use plain yogurt, tandoori powder, garlic, ginger, chili flakes, fresh green chilies, and then I put a little bit of masala in it, and then they're like tandoori chicken wings. They're really nice as well. So you can think about making peri-peri wings if you want to. There's a variety of things of flavors that you can make for your chicken wings. But my thing is that I would like you to experiment in a healthy way, okay? Not too much fat in here. We're going to try and keep it healthy. If you can buy them without the skin on, even better, all right? Okay, I'm going to turn this one over again. When you watch this video at home, you will see that the colour of the chicken wings, they change, okay? Now, I would not recommend putting any water in here because when I put the lid on in a moment, you will get water coming out of this already naturally, okay? We're going to leave the lid on. Not for too long. So I'm going to move this one over here in the middle because I think that it's been left on its own a bit there, okay? So I'm going to bring it over here. This is what I mean. It's about keeping on top of the food. One person in your group, maybe you can take turns, okay? Keeping on top of the food. I am using these tongs, which are not non-stick, but I'm making sure I'm not scraping it on my non-stick pan, okay? Because I want to keep this nice, my non-stick pan, okay? Now, I'm going to place the lid on for a couple of minutes, okay? And you will see what happens in 2 minutes to that. I've put the temperature down because I don't want it to burn. I'm going to give it, with the lid on securely, I'm going to give it a little shake, okay? That's what I'm going to keep on doing for the next minute as well. Does anybody have any questions? On any flavor? Yes? Come on. No? Okay. Anyone else got any questions? Yeah?
I'm going to cook and use butter.
We're not going to do the battering yet. We're going to do something different later on in year 7, but this is just a different way of doing it, okay? Which is a healthier way, yes.
Why would you get the pan and the oven?
Because we're just searing the chicken. Do you remember me telling you that we're just searing it, yeah?
How much chicken wings can we make?
So I would say that pack that I had, you can get a pack from Tesco's or Sainsbury's or Aldi or any shops you want to go into, and they have a whole packet. If you're going to bring them individually, I'd say bring 4 chicken wings in each. If you're going to all put in money, and then you can share the cost of them, okay? Chicken wings don't actually cost that much, okay? So I'm going to then shake it again. Yes, question?
Can we make fried chicken wings?
Not yet. We are frying it a little bit, but we're shallow frying it, okay? With a small amount of oil. Yes?
So if there's like 3 people in a group, you'll bring like 15 chicken wings?
Not so many, maybe 4 each. Maybe 12, yeah? I'm going to pick that up now, open it up, just show you. Okay? I'm going to give it one more turn, leave it in for 1 more minute, and then pop it into the oven. Being careful when you're turning them around. You can see that some of it's started cooked quite well already. Okay. One of the reasons that we put the lid on when we're cooking is that it actually allows the natural juices of the chicken to release. Okay, and some of the fat from the chicken skin as well for it to release into the pan, and that creates a bit more of juice in there. Okay, so then at the end you can maybe use that to drizzle on top of it. Okay. Alright, does that make sense, yeah?
And I can put lemon.
Yeah, you can put lemon in there to tenderize them a bit more if you want to, yeah, absolutely. Yes?
So when you're seasoning it, do you add like sauce sometimes?
You can sometimes, but today we're going to do it without sauce, okay? The reason being is because I want you to try and cook in a
Healthy way.
healthy way, okay? Sauces have lots of sugar in them as well, so we're trying to stay as healthy as possible, yes.
For making it fried, we hit our seasoned chicken and like mix it with flour.
Yeah, but we're not doing that at the moment, yeah? But generally, yes. I will come on to that later on in the year, yes.
Doesn't put the lid on also help cook the top because of the heat?
Yeah, that's right. Jan?
Also, the spices and you provide it to us.
So will they?
We'll like the spices you provide it to us.
I will provide you with spices. So, I'm going to come back to this now. Thank you for all the questions, guys. Well done. Valid questions. Just giving that a little shake again. Now, the reason I don't want to put my temperature too high is because I don't want to burn my seasoning, okay? So, very careful that we're doing that. So, very careful that we're not doing that, should I say. Lift that up, okay? Now, these are ready to go into the oven. I've seared them. They've got a nice crisp coat on them. Okay? I'm going to take them and I'm going to place them on my tray. Moving my lid over here. I have some parchment paper here, which is on a tray, okay? One at a time. Once they are cooked fully, you can see the difference in them, okay? You'll see them trying to fall off the bone as well, which is really good. Just turn that up there for a moment. Okay. Getting them all on the tray first, and then what you can do is you can move around them to give them a bit of space, okay? There's all my chicken wings on. Now, I'm going to turn my frying pan off. Okay, I've got a little bit of ingredients on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour that on using my spatula because I can take everything out of my pan, okay? I'm just going to drizzle that on to my food, okay, to my chicken wings. And now they're ready for the oven. 20 minutes in the oven, and we have some really tasty, beautiful chicken wings. Thanks for watching.